from Brussels, Joost Hiltermann, who is the Middle East North Africa Programme Director with the International Crisis Group. So you've got John Bolton speaking to Prime Minister Netanyahu, and he's going to go to the Golan Heights tomorrow, as you heard. You've got Secretary of State Mike Pompeo doing an 8-country tour in 8 days. What is the United States trying to achieve in the region at the moment? Is this, as I've heard it suggested, a big hand-holding exercise, lots of reassurances to all the different allies?
Well, the question to ask is what is the United States? And on the one hand, it is Pompeo and Bolton, and in the past, Mattis. On the other hand, it's Trump, the president, who can fire these people. And what we've seen in the past year is that Trump has said that he would withdraw all American troops from Syria. He was then opposed by his senior aides, Pompeo and Bolton, for a number of months. And then last month, in December, Trump reiterated his intention to withdraw all U.S. forces. And now his aides are backpedaling again, saying that they should stay until certain conditions are fulfilled. But tomorrow, Trump could overturn that, or he could fire his aides or whatever. So there is no coherent policy coming out of the United States. For sure, Pompeo and Bolton are on a mission to reassure their allies in the region. And for sure, Trump doesn't care about that. So it really is a question as to what will the future bring in these particular areas. The YPG, the People's Protection Units that are affiliated with the PKK in northern Syria, their fate is in question. And the United States now says, in the form of Bolton speaking in Israel, which is an ally of the Kurds, that Turkey should provide guarantees that no harm will befall the YPG. But of course, the only reason Turkey would go into northern Syria is not to fight ISIS, but to fight the YPG.
So what do you make of that? Because it was effectively a demand from John Bolton. Do this for us, otherwise the withdrawal doesn't happen. How's Turkey going to play this?
Well, I think that demand would have come from Russia also, or has already come from Russia. So in that sense, Turkey doesn't have a lot of room for maneuver. The Russians don't want Turkey inside Syria because Russia is supporting the Syrian regime and wants it to regain control over all of its territory. But now, with Bolton saying that, for sure there's going to be some delay in the withdrawal of American troops from northern Syria. But as I said before, we have to wait and see what Trump does. On a whim, he can overturn that. So I think in the end, the better bet for guessing the future is to see what Russia does and what it tells Turkey to do. The United States remains a very volatile and uncertain actor in the Northeast.
America's got a lot of domestic problems at the moment, not least of all the government shutdown, which has gone on 2 weeks now. Do you think it can be effective in international relations at the moment?
Well, the United States has been, its foreign policy has been in disarray ever since Trump became president, mainly because both Trump and his aides have wanted to pursue a policy that is quite different from his predecessor, Barack Obama. In some ways, they have actually been, some of the principles underlying the foreign policy, they've been quite consistent, but they've looked different. And of course, they have, in one important way, diverged, and that is the relationship with Iran. So now what we see is a policy emerging that is clearly anti-Iran. It's trying to build an alliance. And the one remaining uncertain factor is still Trump, who for whom the Iran policy, maybe he supports it because he's clearly not pro-Iran, he's anti-Iran, but at the same time, he's playing to his home base, and his home base doesn't care about Iran one way or another, but it does care about power projection of the United States in the world, and including in Syria.
Good to talk to you. Yost, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. All the best.